Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. This is a special 4.5 episode where we do some bow-only PvP. In a couple of these clips I will be using fire bombs or a crossbow because I did allow myself the extended benefit of using some items and a crossbow for PvP to make it a little bit more exciting. But as you can see, not everything went to plan. There were quite a few goofy moments. So in order to enable myself to do lots of PvP, I went and spoke to this guy, and he gave me the lift chamber key, which came over here, beneath the tower on the wall bonfire. You come down here, and there's a lone dark wraith standing amongst a lot of corpses. So I sped up this fight because in the regular Let's Play, we'll fight a couple of these guys and do an actual fight, but this was just one guy, and just wanted to show off some PvP. So he's still kind of challenging though, especially with the bow. And he has that lunge attack. That's the one that tends to get me more than anything else. He keeps doing it too. But most of his attacks aren't too bad with the bow. You just run away a lot, get some shots in, watch out for that lunge, and here I do a little fancy quick step, and bam, red eye orb. So here's my first invasion. This was actually my very first invasion against the green man here. And in my experiences with PvP, a lot of people summoned friends, so I had a lot of 1 versus X, and sometimes I'd have a friend too, because multiple invaders would come in sometimes, especially when people had 2 or 3 buddies with them. So this one, I kind of skipped ahead a bit here because we ran away for a while, and the green man got so low, I don't know why that arrow didn't hit him there. And there's action roll from that guy. I think he was trying to block an arrow or something. I don't know. I was somehow managing to avoid most of his attacks, which was working out for me. I just had to get a little bit more health off this guy. I wasn't sure if he was out of Estus. He must have been, because he wasn't ever healing himself. And at this point, the summoned friend runs towards NPC, and this guy just starts running away. So we have a little bit of a chase sequence. And somehow he manages to backpedal through all of that stuff without taking a single hit. And right here, I think he just gives up. So I think he's going to do something, but he just stands there and takes it. So we get our very first win on our very first invasion. It was quite nice. This one was, I think, 2 or 3 attempts later. I couldn't find the host. I spent like 10 minutes looking for him, finally found the blue guy, and then the host found me. So it suddenly became a 2v1, and so I of course started being a scumbag and healing myself. But I figured since the firebomb guys were above me, I was just going to play a little game of Survive Armageddon and see how well these guys did against multiple firebombs. The host just came after me. The blue guy took out one of the firebomb dudes that for some reason stepped down. Pretty disappointed in him. I really needed that extra support. But the other 2, they did a pretty good job of tossing some firebombs. I did my best to just continue to dodge around and not just completely allow them to die to firebombs. I wanted to at least shoot some arrows. But at this point I decided, nope, just gonna roll around like a Goomba and try and dodge everything. But fate would have it that he would attack right when I came out of a roll and I would die. So it was fun though, it was a good attempt. This one, you can see in the top right there's a purple guy. His name is the Chin. He had 4 friends with him, and I spent a solid 25 minutes trying to do anything before Mad Dark Spirit Autism Knight got summoned here, and he was truly a champion. He's just wielding a dark hand and another fist weapon so he can parry. And as you can see, these guys had like flaming swords, lightning spells, all kinds of spears and everything. And it was ridiculous. I couldn't handle it. But our champion here, he takes out this Erica Ender, no problem. And she had been coming after me like crazy. He tried to do a little pose there, but got interrupted. I don't know how this guy survived all this damage. I really don't. He must have had some good stats or equipment or something. But I'm just trying to play support back here, shooting some arrows, trying to stagger the opponents when I can, if I can, and hopefully not hit Mr. Autism Knight there. He parries that guy just out of nowhere, takes most of his health. He barely survived. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything except for stun that guy for half of a second. I skip ahead a bit here. I try and go in with my crossbow to try and do some damage to the host, because the host was very low level, it seemed like. And then the Mad Dark Spirit comes in and just wipes him out. And so after a solid, I think like 40 minutes, Finally got the victory. A bunch of souls. And here we found the Sieg Bros. This is Sieglind and Siegmeyer, or Siegward, sorry. And my adventures that went against them didn't go so well in either case. First time, as you saw, I just got killed. Second time, I tried to just hang out, and they ended up using a giant seed on me and trapping themselves in a room, so I think I just left or rolled off a cliff or something. I can't quite remember. But this was one of my final invasions. These guys, they're the Ganja crew, because as you can see, that guy's name is Weed, and that's Bull, and the champion, or the host back there, is Fire. And they're all friends, from what I can tell, the way their names are all themed together. And they all have pyromancy gloves, which I'm assuming is a reference to like holding a lighter in your hand or something like that. So anyways, they came after me 3-on-1. I didn't feel good about this one, but they weren't using shields, and they seemed very reckless. I think they're having a lot of fun, so I just went with it and started dodging around here. Since they have fire, I noticed that really close to those exploding barrels, and I wanted to get away right away because they started chucking more fire. As far as like difficulty with this fight, it was mostly just a complete and utter blast to fight these guys because they were just hilarious, throwing fireballs like crazy. I got my NPC squad over here, and I used them to great effect. The host starts taking on one over there, and this guy, he gets pretty low after he just comes at me, the weed guy there. He takes 106 damage from something. I don't know if that was my arrow or not. It might have been a spell from the NPC. But Bull and Weed try and fight this thing, so I'm trying to get some shots in where I can. I just almost get Weed here. He started rolling around like a maniac, so I started doing some fast shots. Can't quite get him, and luckily my farmer bro gets my back and finishes him off. And right when that happens, in the background there, Bull takes a massive club hit to the face and just gets dropped. So now it's just me against Fire, and he pulls the same thing as Green Man and starts running away. All the way up here, once again going through everything. And then I think what he's doing here is he's waiting for his friends to revive back in their worlds, put on another, or no, I don't think they have to put an ember down, but put their summon signs down so that he can pull them back into this world to continue the fight against me. So this is my first attempt at just shooting with the bow around the corners like this guy's weaving. I don't know if it's like a latency thing, but I get a couple shots in there, throw a firebomb to nothing, and then he starts trying to fight back here, and I almost got worried, but he didn't hit me too hard, and he didn't seem to have any Estus left, so I felt like I had this one in the bag, but I was being really bit too aggressive. And at the last second here, get him out of the roll. And that was a long and awesome fight. I really had fun with that one. GG, guys. And last clip here for you guys. I'm going to end it on this note. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time will be a regular Let's Play episode, but I'm probably going to do a few more of these, especially if you guys like them. But I found a bow bro in one of my adventures here. He just finished killing a blue phantom. That's why we have the forked pale tongue. But we have some very deceitful betrayal right here. Giant arrow right in the back and then a stab. How could he? We were bow bros and he just let me down. But I don't know what became of those two because I get sent back to my world, but something happened. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.